Hi, everyone. Welcome to Soul Connections. I'm your host, Polly Jo Labbe, and we're here broadcasting live on the YouTube channel, Trinity Temple of Sacred Wisdom. Almost forgot my name, but that's okay. Here we are today. We are just after the lunar eclipse and the whole full moon, and we're heading into the final stretch before Easter. And there are many other holidays that are here giving us a lot of oomph and a lot of power as we move into this new beginnings kind of energy, this time of letting go and the resurrection, the rebirth of who we really want to be and how we want our soul to take flight in this upcoming year. So welcome, and I'm so happy that you're joining me. For those of you who are new to our show, we begin with a channeled meditation, and the meditation is for grounding and clearing and really connecting deeply with your soul, your spiritual team, your angels, your guides, and just setting a sacred container for us to really reestablish a stronger communication with our soul and our higher self. And as we do that, we'll have words of wisdom that come in for all of us. And once we're done with the meditation, I will be pulling cards and giving guidance to anyone who wishes. And the deck that we're going to use today is the Mystique of Magdalene. Oh, she's like flickering in the light there. And this is a brand new deck for me. It's by Cheryl Youngberg Rose. And it has some, beautiful sentiments, and it's considered an oracle of love. So that seems perfect for this time, this season, and of course, centering around Mary Magdalene. What great energy that we can call in for guidance and support on our daily journey through this place called life. So welcome to everyone who's present. If you would like a card drawn for you, all you have to do is type in yes, please. I don't pull a card for everybody who shows up because I respect your wishes and your privacy. So, but if you'd like a card, please ask. And I will pull cards until everyone receives one. So don't worry. We make sure to take care of all of you who are present. So thank you again for joining us. And I'm going to invite you to start to get ready, settle in for our meditation. And when we do meditation, you want to keep your arms and your legs uncrossed. It lets the energy flow in a rhythmic fashion. That way nothing gets caught, nothing bounces back at you. And, really allow yourself to be supported, whether you're sitting in a chair or on the floor or you're laying down. Just make sure that you feel very comfortable. So just get yourself nice and comfy and snuggle in. And we're just going to start by taking a couple of really deep breaths. And as we breathe in, just allowing the calmness to enter, and breathing out all the stressors that we've had for the day, for the weekend. And breathe in relaxation. And breathe out any worries or concerns that you've been carrying. And really take a moment to focus on your breath and make sure that you are breathing deeply through your lungs and all the way into your belly. And we're going to focus on our heart center. And in the center of our heart, noticing that beautiful rose energy that is contained there. Feeling it and noticing it flourish within. So allowing that beautiful rose to blossom. And you may see the rose as red or pink or green or any other color. And visualizing the rose allows us to connect with Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Kuan Yin, and any of the divine feminine that we are aligned with in this moment. And we're going to invite the heart to ground down into Grandmother Earth, having it center itself through each of our chakras, grounding, balancing, and restoring a sense of peace and tranquility, allowing love to be the grounding force as it moves down through our body, down through our feet, and into the earth below. And through the layers of the earth beneath your feet, becoming aware of a beautiful star, your earth star, your own grounding connection for your spirit embedded and embodied within Grandmother Earth. And she holds that light and that star for you as a port and a portal to receive her nourishing and her love and her grounding. And giving yourself a moment to allow yourself to receive all of the divine love from Grandmother Earth, and allowing it to move up through your chakras and into your heart, helping that beautiful rose to bloom ever more deeply. And feeling the fullness in the heart beginning to flourish, welcoming in the divine masculine from above. And you may begin to feel the energy above the top of your head, connecting to your soul star or the root chakra of your higher self. And allowing the divine energy to center, clear, and balance all of your upper chakras as you bring in the connection to also connect with your beautiful rose, bringing it the divine light to again open its petals and to receive the fullness of unconditional love. And as the heart radiates out, creating a sacred container for you and your aura in all of its layers, its dimensions, and its frequencies, creating a layer of protection in the space that you're in, your own sacred temple. Knowing that all of the healing and the meditation and the temple that is created just for you is done so for the good of all and harm to none. And welcoming in our spiritual teams, our angels, our guides, our ancestors, the mystical creatures, the animals, and the star beings, all divine, of the highest, fullest, and brightest vibration available to us in this moment. And we welcome in the ancient ones with the wisdom through the ages to help us guide us on our personal journey, the quest that we are on through this lifetime. And taking a moment to cleanse our body of any aches or pains it may be feeling, inviting the divine energy to gently break apart and dissolve any discomfort that is gathered within, maybe in your knees or your back, your neck and your shoulders, or your belly. And with each breath, allowing that congestion to break apart and gently dissolve. And also breaking apart any stuck emotions that we've had. If we've been locked in depression or anger, frustration, anxiety, or overwhelm, handing that over to the divine energy and allowing it to dissolve, even if it's just for this moment. And sending loving attention to that part of ourselves that sometimes talks from a place of judgment, that critic that can sometimes be noisy, sending them love and attention so they feel heard, witnessed, and enough. And now breathe into the moment and allow your spiritual team to give you a message, send you a sign, show you colors, or maybe allow you simply to feel their presence nearby. And even if you don't experience it in this moment, setting the intention that you will experience their connection either in dream time or in the next few days. For they are always here and always present as long as we ask. And we're going to ask our spiritual teams to guide us through the channeled messages that will come in with the card readings, if you so choose. And remembering that wisdom for one is wisdom for us all. So gladly holding space and listening for each and every person, for some part of that person is also connected to you. And now gently bring your energy and your awareness back to your rose in your heart. Taking a moment to cherish its beauty in full bloom. We're going to start taking a couple of deep breaths to dissolve our meditation while leaving our connection to our team open, so we may have open communication, open connection. Just start to feel your connection to your body and what you may be sitting or lying on. Notice the push of gravity on your body, and also the texture of the clothes you may be wearing, the sounds emanating from the room around you or the building. And just taking a couple more deep breaths and just really centering and bringing yourself into this moment. And when you're ready, you're welcome to stretch or yawn, rub your hands together, maybe rub your feet on the floor, whatever you need to bring yourself centered into this moment and into our sacred temple. So, welcome. All right. So, this is our deck, The Mystique of Magdalene. I love how like the light catches it and then it changes the foil. Um, and it's by Cheryl Youngbrock Rose, and it's an oracle of love. So, what more can we ask for in this beautiful time of spring, renewal, rebirth, and new beginnings? Um, Many of us have experienced a number of things coming to an end, some of them crashing to an end, just to make room for something new to happen or to come in. Um, and we may understand that it's divinely guided, but sometimes it certainly doesn't feel that way, right? So if you would like a card pulled for you, my team would be happy to share wisdom with you and see what's up for tonight. Ah, Andrew, welcome. So glad you're here. All right, let's see what Magdalene has for you tonight. So this card is called Divine Inheritance. And it is all about positive flow. And for those energy workers out there, you can see that she is sending healing energy right into the crown, right? And what I'm seeing for you, Andrew, is, being in that positive flow, sometimes we need a reboot. Sometimes we need our healer to help us out. And sometimes we just need to call in our divine team to help us stay in that positivity. It's really easy to head down the negative Nelly pathway or to see only what isn't working. And as we've been going through the last few weeks of just shedding and shedding and shedding what isn't working, it's easy to get sidetracked into that negative outlook on things. But the divine is here to bring joy and bring wonderful experiences for you to have. And so remembering that there is something positive that is coming out of this flow. And what I'm seeing is if you're having trouble reconnecting to your muse, your musical muse in particular, or your artistic muse, maybe for your cooking, you're being invited to, put yourself in a place where you can receive some healing. Because sometimes it's just being in the presence of a healer, or exchanging healing with another, where we really reawaken how connected we truly are. So allow yourself some space to do that. I know energy healing when you want to, and a whole bunch of healers who would be happy to share with you. So allow that to maybe clear any muddied waters that you've been having, or indecision maybe that you've also been having, because there's so much joy around the corner for you, and I can't wait for you to experience it. Nice. Love that card for you, Andrew. Thank you for coming. Wonderful to have you here. Oh, Rochelle, my goodness. It's been a hot minute since I've seen you. Nice to have you. All right, so your card is called Free Reign. I mean, look at this gorgeous horse and Magdalene, in her cape and the beautiful birds around. And what this is saying to you is to break loose. Um, and by break loose, what I'm hearing is, you've had a lot of things that have, you know, um, maybe held you back or held you more mm, stuck, I guess, than you've wanted. I'm seeing some medical stuff that's come up that has had you sidelined, um, but you're so feisty that you just want to be set free, and you're entering this period of like breaking loose, being able to really push beyond the limitations and really feel that freedom again. And you taking the reins to the horse and you riding and galloping off to where you want to go and who you want to be with too. Um, so allow yourself some of that uninhibited freedom, that chance to really spread your wings, try new things. Again, we can get caught up in all the things that are limiting us, and we don't breathe into the possibilities of what we aren't limited by and how we could really stretch ourselves into those unknown places. Um, and I feel like the red is really symbolic for you right now. So you might want to embrace either some red clothes or some red red roses or a red pillow. Sometimes we red things up for Valentine's Day and then we go all pastel for Easter, but red is a very vibrant, powerful color for helping us ground our physical experience. It's really the juicy red of our root chakra, but it also is what allows us to experience that power surge of energy, that ability. I'm seeing a picture of like the rocket fuel and how when the rocket takes off, there's all that fire underneath it. Um, so yeah, maybe bring in some red, and see if that helps you reconnect with that stable energy enough to feel like you have a solid foundation beneath you so you can take flight. Because boy, that horse, that horse in you are ready for some big adventures. So time to get out there and take flight. That looks like fun. Hope you're doing well, and thank you for joining us tonight. Deanna, hi. Nice to have you again. Oh, look at this sweetness. Song of songs. Express your love. Don't they look so lovely? They're in the beautiful water and it's at sunset and there's music to play. And really what I'm seeing for you is, when we allow ourselves to be really deeply in that love energy, it's like our heart's singing, right? And we each have our own heart song. And letting yourself lean into that and allowing it to play. And as your heart song is playing, just letting yourself be in that open heart. Lots of times we guard our heart because, we've had experiences where our heart's been hurt before. And it just, yours is so big and so open, and it just wants to be, I don't know, gushy is the word that's coming. It just wants to be out there and expressed. And yes, in romantic love, yes, in friendship love, but also in the loving of life, you know, going and seeing the sunset, going and being at the beach and sticking your feet in the water, or letting the sun wash over you, eating yummy, yummy food that just feeds your soul. And all of those really lean into our personal song and the song that our soul longs to express. Our soul is here incarnated in this vessel, to express itself. And it just wants to do so in some really big ways. And right now, it's all centered around how are all the ways your heart can just sprinkle love everywhere you can. I'm seeing it almost like a fairy godmother with, fairy dust, but yours is like little love dust, or I'm seeing like little heart sprinkles, that you might put on cupcakes. So really lean into just expressing your love and appreciation, really, in all the ways that you feel called to. Um, and remember, there's never too much love. You know, the more we're willing to give, the more room we have to receive. And the more we allow ourselves to receive, the more we have to give. So make sure you're also opening the portal and the gateway for receiving that much love back within you. Because, yeah, you got this big, juicy heart that just is ready to burst. So share that, sweetheart. We all need it. Thanks for joining us. Oh, Mary, glad you made it. Thank you, everybody who made it tonight. Who last night we had no power for a couple days, and so no heat and an ice storm. So I was not quite ready to be here. So I'm happy you joined us tonight. Oh, I love this for you, Mary. This is Magdalene's gift. So Magdalene's gift is to write your story. And I'm seeing it quite literally. I don't know if you are doing that already, whether it's a memoir or just journaling or actually writing your story. But what I'm seeing is you have some really amazing wisdom that other people could really learn from and grow from. And so think about how you can share that wisdom with others if you aren't already doing so. You know, these days, people will do a blog, where you can just write whenever you feel like it and share, Mary's words of wisdom. Or, we can do it the old fashioned way about writing a book. I'm in the process of writing 2 books right now. And so one about my journey and one about the evolution of energy medicine. But it's important because sometimes what we've been through, someone else needs to know that you got through it and that you got through it okay. To give them hope and inspiration, to be able to do the same thing. And even if we don't know who's supposed to read it, it may just be for us. It still allows a deeper part of our soul to heal when we allow ourselves to express everything that we've been through. And I'm not talking about complaining about things. It's like the trials and the tribulations we've gone through, and how we grew from that, and how we became even more centered in who we are. So yeah, get writing if you aren't already. because the world needs that. We all need inspiration, and we're always seeking it, right? So it's time for you to share it. Let us know how you do that, because I'm sure there's so many of us here who would love to see that and love to support that. So thank you, Mary. Glad to have you here. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Deanna. I love the fairy in the heart. Hi, Jackie. Nice to have you here. All right. Which one wants to come? All right. Okay. So your card is Angel of Roslyn. And you can see the chalice that's off to the side. And so what this card says is, behold the mystery. And what I'm sensing for you is that connection to the angelic realm. There are things that we see as, the mystery schools teach about the mysteries that are out there, the ways that the universe comes together. And it's time for you to pull back the curtain and look at those mysteries for yourself. And I feel like the angels are guiding you. And I do mean angels in particular, because I'm pretty much only seeing winged ones assisting you. And that there is some, it's like your holy grail is hidden behind the curtain. And it's time to kind of peek behind the curtain. And I'm sure you've already been looking at, different things on your spiritual journey. But if you need suggestions, feel free to reach out to me, because I do run a mystery school and have a lot of experience with that. But there's so many pathways to do that. And but if you need any assistance, obviously let me know. But call in your angels if you haven't been, and ask for some guidance, because they are so present to do that with you. So, this is Mary Magdalene's deck, so you are welcome to call in her. You're welcome to call in Mother Mary. I'm seeing Ariel and Cassiel, and many others. But those four are plenty to start with. But it's time. It's time for you to find your own holy grail. Like, what is the cup that holds the essence that will fill you up and have you feel centered in who you truly are and who you're meant to be. And it's close by. So give it a shot. You'll feel joyful when you do. Thanks for joining us. I'm very happy you were here today. Aw, Julie, nice to have you. Glad you were able to make it. Oh, neat. I hadn't seen this card. Awake in the dream. And it says, embrace new possibilities. Here we are in that spring weather of embracing new possibilities. So what I'm seeing is that, many of us get messages from our team in dream time. And we don't always remember them when we wake up. But if we can capture in that first moment of waking, if we can begin writing and doing automatic writing and journaling, sometimes the messages are, because they're on the tip of our tongue or on that edge of our awareness, they'll come through because we're still in that dream state, even though we're in the process of waking. So there's messages there that are just on the tip of the tongue or just outside the awareness that have been waiting for you. And Allow yourself to dream the dreams. Sometimes we restrict ourselves by saying something isn't possible, but everything is possible. If you can just allow yourself to imagine that you could receive that, because we're the only things that holds back divine energy. How we are the limitation. We are the ones who go, I don't know if I could do that, or if I don't know if I can have that. So there's this beautiful thing that's percolating or has been percolating that is ready to be birthed. And I feel like in the next week, especially, you'll probably have a big epiphany on Easter, on Sunday, if you celebrate it. But even if you don't celebrate it, I feel like by Sunday, you'll have this boom aha moment of what this new possibility is supposed to be. And close your eyes and visualize it into reality. See as many details as you can, um, and no limitations. Just trust and believe that you can have it, and that you can achieve it, because it is. I can't even tell you how close it is. Like it's like right there. So yeah, do it, because we all want to see that beautiful dream come true. Thanks for joining us. Alan, hi dear. All right. All right. So your card is the Guardian. I'm getting the whole Knights Templar vibe here. I don't know about you. But the Guardian is be your own guard, you know? And so many times we think that we need someone else to rescue us, or we need someone else to protect us, or advocate for us. And that just simply isn't true. You are not a damsel in distress. You can be the knight. You can charge in and take charge of any situation. And this is not a guardian in terms of safety. Good. I'm so glad. This is not a guardian in terms of safety. This is a guardian in terms of guard your intentions and your wishes and your dreams. And don't let anyone try to cut them down. It's be mindful of people around you who mm, they might have a lot of their own negativity. So they embrace the chaos. And they maybe don't have your best interests in their heart. They're self-protecting. And so in their self-protection, they may not want the best for you, because they can't imagine receiving the best for them. So it's time for you to take charge of your thoughts, take charge of your actions, and you absolutely do not need someone else to help you with that. I know we love to do this with someone else, but when we can fiercely grab onto our independence and take charge, we aren't needy in relationships. We show up as an equal partner. We show up able to be there for someone else so that they can really be there for us too, so that it's balanced and in a beautiful stasis of give and take. So, yeah, you have no need to be rescued. So So put on your night costume and be your own knight, and take charge. And I see you galloping on your horses or one of your horses, um, off into the sunset because you are in control. And I love that for you. All right, dear. Have a great one. Hope to see you soon. You're very welcome, Julie. Thanks for being here. Rachel, glad you made it. Oh, nice. This card is the unknown journey. And look at all that water and the dolphins in the background. So the unknown journey is being in that place of embracing the unfamiliar. Again, we're in that energy of springtime, new birth, new beginnings. And sometimes we settle for what's comfortable because change is scary, you know? But nothing good happens when we don't go out and reach for something new. Um, there's usually something amazing on the other side of the unknown, on the other side of scary or uncomfortable. And what may feel like this giant leap to you in this moment, when you look back on it, it'll just be a tiny step. Um, our ego often makes us go to this place where it creates this big drama, like, oh no, it's this big jump and, we could fall. But we can't. The divine always has us. And we're exactly where we're meant to be in every moment. So if you're feeling that nudge to step out of your comfort zone and do something new, explore a fuller part of yourself, like go for it. Because your soul is just yearning to express itself in a new way. And definitely it may feel uncomfortable. And there may be people around you who aren't happy about it, but that's their perception. That has nothing to do with you, because you are just this brilliant light that is ready to shine in a new way. And you deserve to. And we deserve to experience that part of you, because, yeah, that's how you're supposed to be. So I hope that helps. And I see you soon, hopefully. Thank you for showing up again. That was great. Ellen. Yes, you're beautiful, horsey. I love that. All right. Okay, Rob, here we go. You got the cover card. The Mystique of Magdalene. So the Mystique of Magdalene is it's a card of deep reflection. And what that means is that the truth always lies within. And we often don't take enough time to go into deep meditation, deep contemplation, and allow ourselves to really look at where we are, where we've been, and what needs to shift to get us where we want to be. And Mary Magdalene had this beautiful ability for each day she would wake up and go into the deep contemplation and the deep connection until she fully reconnected with Jesus daily, right? And so that was the rhythm of her 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 life. And when she reconnected with that essence and that knowing, then she would go forth with the teachings. And it's that knowingness that happens when we do that deep connection, where we really feel underneath all the gunk that spark of our truth, of our real authentic self, that part that isn't reacting to the world around us. It's creating action, um, for the purpose of expanding, and really brightening how we live and experience and share our gifts to the planet. Um, so maybe take some time, for some meditation or contemplation, automatic writing. Um, and remember that the listening in the silence is the key. And but you have to get to that place where it's absolutely silent before you can truly listen. And that's a wonderful lesson for all of us to learn, especially right now. So thank you, Rob, for sharing that card with us tonight. I hope everybody enjoyed it. And we will be back next week on Monday, our normal time. um, Mondays at 7 Eastern Standard Time. And you can, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, Trinity Temple of Sacred Wisdom. And you can like us on our Facebook page. And um, make sure that if you want to connect with me, you can message me at any point, and I'd be happy to do that. And have a blessed rest of your week. And I look forward to seeing you next time. So we'll just say bye for now.